Hey, Game Hounds listeners, Edie Sellers here on the floor of PAX again. We did not have a very long time to speak with the creative director of Elder Scrolls Online, but we are still playing the demo, so we wanted to leave the chat open for you. So if you had questions in the chat room, you could actually ask us and we could hunt down those answers. So if you're on now, please stay in, and if you are wanting to ask questions, now is the time to do it, and we'll find these answers for you. Right now, Nick is actually playing, and I was playing it earlier, but Nick is now playing the Elder Scrolls Online. He is not an MMO player. I will say this, it really looks gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. The whole artwork, you've dropped into an area that looks like it's desert island area. You have been fished out of the sea by a captain. And you have been saved, and now you're doing favors for her. And he's in kind of a little dangerous area, but fortunately he is nice and disguised. Of course, it took him a while to get a disguise. Plays very well, doesn't it? You never played an MMO, but it plays easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's nice that it has the controls very similar to the other Elder Scrolls games, so that in a lot of ways it's pick up and play. At least for someone familiar with this type of game. The RPG. Although I'm still not quite sure how to apply a skill point, but that has more to do with the keyboard than anything else.
And he's just being met up with somebody, so he's getting nice dialogue boxes. The dialogue seems really good, and one of the things that I have complained about Bethesda in the past is the voice acting. I will say that the voice acting, it's better than Elder Scrolls. Definitely better than Oblivion. They definitely seem to have recognized that some of their voice acting is not the greatest ever, but it seems to be improving. You have lots of, like Elder Scrolls, you have lots of dialogue box choices, and let's see, he's running up and hopefully staying disguised. He's trying to really save some guys that have been captured by an enemy faction, and he is disguised as that enemy faction so that he can get them out of jail, so to speak, as a favor to recruit a magician who is going to help the captain who saved you, and this is a way to pay her back. Obviously, this is part of the story. The character that I picked, that Nick has picked up, is I'm playing an orc. I saw that there were Bretons, there were orcs, and I forgot what the third one was, but I will find that out. Those are three of the classes, or three of the races, and we had several classes available. I chose a sorcerer, but there obviously is in the classic sense, there is a tank character, there is a melee character, there is a healing character, there is a caster character. So there's definitely a lot of variation, very typical of your average MMO. Have you seen anybody that's another player character that you can join?
I've seen another player. Well, I saw another player when you were playing.
We haven't seen that many other characters that are running around, which is really funny because there's so many people here that are playing this game. Well, we saw the one that ran through, but according to the creative director, it's going to be very easy to connect with someone. When you are in the area of someone that is also playing the game, if you want to join up, you hit the F button as in Foxtrot, and it's going to put you right together and join a group so that you can actually group up. Oh, how'd you do that move?
Double tap.
Forgot about that. And he may be finding... Oh, she's drunk. There's Captain Line. And see if we have any questions in chat. No questions in chat yet. Seriously, you guys? No questions? We are sitting in the middle of Bethesda Central with developers everywhere. and they are ready to answer our questions. So please, if you have any questions, do let us know. We're just going to keep this feed open just in case, see who comes by. It's really nice looking. You know, Goalie, I think that this might be an MMO that you might be able to get into because it controls very much like World of Warcraft, which is one of the things about it is it's a real easy game to control. Direction is with the mouse. Moving forward is with W. Moving back is with S. So you're not necessarily doing the A and D don't really do that much other than strafe. You're really controlling it left hand, right hand. It's very much a second nature, especially for MMO players. So what were some of the things that he said when we have a recording that was recorded locally because we were losing the Spreaker feed. We got it back up just at the end of our time with the creative director. But he was talking about some of the things. I had my headset on. What were some of the things that he said during the part that we recorded locally? We will post that later on our feed.
Well, he was talking about there's 3 factions. You can actually join in the game. You can actually play all 3 at some point. We talked about you can actually go into the P versus P area or the P versus E. You can explore all by yourself. Or actually, when you were playing, he was trying to get you to go up to one of the other players, and I think it was the F button, and then you would join up and go do things together. So we were talking about things like that. I asked if you could buy houses. He said not right now, not right out of the gate.
So obviously that's going to be something in the future.
Yeah, most likely. And no dragons yet either.
I'm sure there's going to be dragons in the game.
Right now they're sleeping. So it looks like they want to get the game up and running before they start releasing some of the heavies. Is what it sounds like.
Well, it sounds like what they're going to do is in-game events, which is not uncommon with MMOs, is that you will have in-game events that occur during the game. For special events, holidays, and then crusades. That the developers will actually determine, like, hey, something's going to happen, and they create an event for you to kind of work on as a community or as a faction. Which faction are the Imperials in? I will find that out. Creative director just walked back in. Stand by. And this is a question that comes from Jason Webb. Question. Yeah. Which factions are the Imperials in?
They're not in a faction. They're NPCs in the game, so they're not in a faction. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Jason.
The Empire.
Okay, everybody's actually fighting over there. That's essentially the gist of the thing.
The PvP, right?
Yeah. All right, thank you. Yeah. We might get a few more. I hope you don't mind if we just come up.
These guys as well.
Excellent. Really, you know everything?
Well, I know everything about PvP.
Okay, good. Thanks for the question, Jason. If you're just joining us, we are currently playing Elder Scrolls Online in the developers area of Bethesda at PAX 2013 on the floor. We do have a chat feed open. Please, if you have any questions, now is the time to ask. We had a very short period of time with the creative director of Elder Scrolls, and we did get a chance to ask him a few questions. We lost our feed because of the janky internet here on the floor at PAX. So we do have a locally, part of the interview was recorded locally. We will have to load that to you later. But because I know that we had said that we would make an opportunity for you to ask questions in the chat room, we're leaving this feed open and continuing to stream. So if you have questions, we can stand up, go ask one of them, and get a chance to get your questions answered. I have to say, I'm really excited. I wasn't so sure that, MMOs, I like them. It's been a long time since I played one, but Elder Scrolls, I always saw that it was a possibility for an MMO, but I just thought it might be just maybe too much, because the whole Skyrim, Oblivion, it's a pretty huge world to start off with, and then adding on that extra layer of complexity for an MMO, I wasn't entirely sure that would work. But so far playing it, it just made me want to go back. It makes me want to go back to it.
It's a desert, so no, this is all.
Once again, if you are just joining us, we are in the Bethesda room at the Elder Scrolls Online demo for Bethesda. All right. Do you want to give it a shot? Goalie? You all set? Huh? Oh, okay. All right. Good. But if you are just joining us and you have any questions that you want to ask that hopefully might get answered from the developers of Elder Scrolls Online here at PAX 2013, now is the time to do it. Just get into our chat, ask a question. I am watching chat. Is there a conjugation in ESO? Okay, I will ask that. Stand by. We have a question from another listener. Conjuration. Can you conjure Atronax? And is there he says a conjugation in ESO. I think he meant a conjuration.
Right. What we do have is on the Sorcerer, there's a Daedric summoning skill line, and it can summon up an unstable familiar, and then that can get turned into a Clampier later on.
Oh, so it's unstable. So that...
It's a little crazy. They don't hang around too long.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
Yes.
All right, so that hopefully answers your question. Thank you so much. Here you go. A conjugation in ESO. That's hilarious. By the way, Nick, those crabs, they don't mess around. Oh, you got one. Nice. Oh, it's an assassin beetle. That's why it wasn't a crab. Jason Webb, you are definitely getting a front row center on this opportunity to ask questions, which is awesome. I'm glad you're here in the chat. And by the way, you have been through other chats for some of the other developers. Thank you so much for listening to our feed. We've worked really, really hard to make this Spreaker feed as good and as fun for you, and to give you guys the opportunity to not only be at PAX 2013 when you can't get tickets, but actually be able to have access to developers that you wouldn't without having a media path. So essentially, you are our media. We are just the people here representing you. So thank you for being part of this. Once again, if you're joining us, we are in the Bethesda area at PAX 2013. We are demoing currently. Nick is playing Elder Scrolls Online. We are in with developers. If you have any questions for developers, do let us know. You can go into our chat screen, ask a question. We can stand up. I'm literally looking at the creative director of Elder Scrolls Online. He will answer these questions for us happily. So this is your opportunity if you have any burning needs to find out information about Elder Scrolls Online that no one else has addressed. You can get it addressed here. Oh my God, Nick, you are so getting mobbed right now. Nice job. Oh, no, you got two more. One of the nice things about being in here is it is so nice and quiet by comparison to the rest of PAX. It's outside of PAX. Outside these walls. It's crazy loud. It's kind of nice to be here. So, even if you don't have any questions, I'm happy to be here for that reason. just to give you a preview of what's coming up. Currently, it is 2 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, we will be seeing a game called Outlast. It is a horror game, suspense, drama, thrilling. In fact, it is actually behind a black curtain, not because no one wants you to see it, but because they're trying to black out all of the lights because it's apparently that damn scary. So we're going to be seeing that. And then at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, we are going to be seeing Ubisoft. So that does include Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Splinter Cell Blacklist and Watch Dogs. I have heard that is a very long interview. It's actually a long demo because it's about an hour since they've got so many games to show you. So we may not be right at 5, but you may want to just keep your eyes on the Spreaker feed or just leave it open while it's be aware of it. Take a look at your Twitter. Take a look at your our Facebook page or my Facebook page. Facebook page is Gamer Edie. Twitter feed is Gamehounds at Gamehounds. Double check those. Make sure that you're there if you're interested in either of those games. We're going to do our best to do some developer interviews. Sometimes the bigger titles, it's a little harder to get developers, but so far so good. I mean, if you were there for the Dead Island Riptide, we certainly had some of the producers on there as well, and then we have, of course, they had the creative director of Elder Scrolls Online. So we're definitely getting some of them. But bottom line is that if you want to be there, that one we're not quite so sure when we're going to be able to actually have a moment to get a feed. So stay tuned if you can for that. Are those other players?
Yeah.
Did you group up?
What?
Did you group up?
I don't think so.
Okay. You can hit F and see if you can group up with them. Okay. Oh, yeah. Somebody was talking to you. Hey, you. Oh, there is a very large snake. Very large snake. I see that person's really helping you there. Nice.
That's the idea behind it.
There he is. Your mother's right. Keep this until I give you better. Well, it looks like there are determinations that you can make that will affect the story. Interesting. You can tell an orc whether he should be a warrior or if he should be a smith.
Hopefully, now that I told him to be a warrior, he'll get himself killed.
You're such an evil person. Hey, we got to go to, we've got Outlast. Outlast in 5 minutes. Yeah, we should probably get out of here. All right, guys. Thank you for being here in the chat room and being part of this special presentation of developers area of Elder Scroll Online here at PAX 2013. Like I said, keep your. We'll be talking about Outlast in about, I would say, probably 10 to 15 minutes, and then when we are done with that at 3:00, we have a appointment with Ubisoft. So shortly after that, as soon as we possibly can, we will be getting you developers interviews, and if not, we will actually do our best to, if not do that, then just give our impressions. But I'm pretty confident we'll be able to get the developer interviews. So keep your feet open and keep your eyes open on our Twitter so that you'll know when we start again for more coverage from PAX 2013 from the Gamehounds. Thanks.